Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about the Inkey list. I only have 4 products from this line. I didn't want to purchase everything because it's skincare and you have to use it in order to be able to discuss if you liked it or not. So I didn't want to purchase the whole care line if I wasn't interested in the whole thing. So I picked up about 4 items that I was interested in. So if you are curious to hear about the Inkey list, then let's jump in.
So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say.
Let's start with my least favorite product, and that is the Salicylic Acid Cleanser. Okay, so this is a fragrance-free salicylic acid cleanser. It is 5 ounces. It was about $12.99 at Sephora. I don't think it did much. So it claims to remove makeup and dirt, reduce blackheads, support the growth of healthy skin, reduce acne and blemishes, unclog pores, and oil control, and anti-inflammatory. My first issue is that this is a really sticky, thick, it kind of feels like a really thick hyaluronic acid, and it's hard to spread if you're moving too fast. It's one of those kind of liquids. It's non-irritating, it's easy to use, it didn't burn, it didn't itch, I didn't react to it any kind of way, but it's not very, it's not drying, but it's not strong. In terms of a salicylic acid cleanser, it didn't really have all that much effect on my acne and or blemishes, so it didn't do what I wanted it to do, which kind of defeats the purpose. It's in this squeeze bottle that is kind of dysfunctional. If you hold it upside down, or if it's stored upside down, it will leak, because the consistency of the product is quite viscous. It's cruelty free, it is clean, but in terms of just doing what it's supposed to, it didn't. So would I buy this again? No. It still works as a cleanser, it still cleanses your face, removes makeup, all that. There was no irritating, it's very gentle, but that's the thing, it's very gentle. It didn't do much to the breakouts. So if you just want something to keep your face clean and you got $12.99, sure. But in terms of the fact that they have another cleanser I prefer, I'm not buying this again. Alright, next thing. A product that I have spent some time with, but not oodles. This is the Sacinic acid treatment. This is 0.5 ounces. It kind of smells like clay. There's no added fragrance. It basically is a clay treatment. It's a cream texture. It's about $11.99. Now it's supposed to clear acne spots fast. It layers under makeup without flaking. It's non-drying. It absorbs excess oil. It reduces the blemish size. It unclogs pores. It gently exfoliates. It reduces dead skin buildup. It prevents reclogging, and it's gentle. Now, in terms of first impressions, it isn't drying. It feels soft on the skin. It reduces the redness and the irritation, so it does help with color correcting if you're going to put on makeup or just color correcting in general. It's non-irritating. It's not strong. The breakout will re-inflame if you stop using it, and it does reduce the blemish size. The issue with this is that it really is not strong. It is very, 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 very gentle. You have to put this on 3 times a day and be consistent with it to see any sort of results, and it'll do one of 2 things. It'll either reduce the blemish size or it will bring it to a head. so it can be expelled that way. So it kind of does increase, like it speeds up the recovery of the blemish, but like you have to use this like clockwork in order for you to get your money's worth out of it, or for it to do what it's supposed to do. So if you have the time for that, then sure. It does work, and it is fairly reasonably priced, so I would recommend it. Just keep in mind it's not the strongest thing in the world. You would have to reapply this. So that's the Sacinic acid. The next thing I have here is the Oat Cleansing Balm. This is the 5-ounce bottle. It's got no added fragrance. It's got no scent. It kind of just feels like Vaseline. It's $12.99. It claims to dissolve makeup and excess oil. It doesn't strip. It supports skin's moisture barrier, reduces the appearance of redness, soothes irritation, fights environmental stress, provides dewy, even skin. It's just a basic cleansing balm. It is very thick. It can be hard to squeeze this out of the tube, but it doesn't drip. It's non-irritating. It doesn't wash off easily. You gotta really get in there because it's very hydrophobic, so it doesn't cling to water very well. It is definitely a first step. I would not say that this takes off all your makeup. You still need to go in with a cleanser afterwards, especially to get rid of the residue of this, but it does leave the skin feeling soft, not stripped. It breaks down makeup, but it's just a very simple cleansing balm. So compared to other cleansing balms on the market, it does exactly the same thing for a reasonable price of $12.99. Now the last product that I have from them, and the one I recommend the most, is the Fulvic Acid Brightening Cleanser. This is the first cleanser I have purchased and used and saw a genuine difference in my skin and feel like I need to have. Like, I've been bouncing between cleansers or rotating cleansers or trying new cleansers for years, but this is the first one I've seen do a noticeable difference, and I feel like I have to have at all times. Now, this has no added fragrance. It has no scent. It's got a thinner, like wetter gel texture with peat in it, which is an ingredient. It is a little sticky. It kind of just like feels like soap, like a wet soap. It is $13.99 at Sephora. It claims to exfoliate, nourish the skin, reduce hyperpigmentation, brighten skin tone, cleanse, remove makeup, and even the skin tone. So what I have noticed is that it leaves the skin looking glowy, like inner radiance, glowy, brightening, beautiful skin. It doesn't make the skin feel tight, so it doesn't strip, still feels moisturizing, makes the skin feel soft and nourished, and it does calm breakouts. I have seen more of an effect on my breakouts using this than the salicylic acid cleanser, which doesn't necessarily mean that the salicylic acid cleanser doesn't work. My skin might just not prefer salicylic acid, but comparing the two, this one the fulvic acid did more for my breakouts than the salicylic acid. When I first started using it, I thought I was reacting to it, and I thought my skin, I thought it was bringing up whiteheads on the skin, but I haven't seen that happen since I originally tried it. So maybe my skin was adjusting to it, or it was a combination of things that I was using at the time, but I don't see that anymore. It is vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free. It is clean. The biggest ingredient call-outs in this is Nordic peat, which contains fulvic acid and promotes skin exfoliation. There's kakadu plum extract, which nourishes the skin, and licorice root extract, which reduces the look of hyperpigmentation and visibly brightens the overall skin tone. The biggest things that I have seen are the exfoliation, the nourishing, and the brightening. Like, my skin looks visibly brightened after using it. And the way I use it, I apply it to my skin, just dry to my skin. I wait 2 minutes, so I usually brush my teeth in the interim. And once that is done, then I will massage it with water for a minute. I usually do my mouthwash within that minute, and then I rinse it off. So yeah, it's big on the brightening. I do think with further use it could help with the hyperpigmentation, but because it's something that's not on, like, it doesn't remain on the skin for long periods of time, I don't see how it would drastically change that. I think it could help towards that, but I still think I would need to use like a serum or a treatment for the hyperpigmentation. But in terms of brightening and just overall cleansing and feel and appearance, this is my favorite cleanser. And it takes a lot to become a favorite cleanser of mine, because up until now, cleanser was just cleanser. It didn't matter what was in it, to be honest. It just cleaned, and then I was like, okay, cool. And my bar was just whether or not my skin felt tight afterwards. But this did a lot of things. So out of the 4 products that I mentioned, this is my favorite, all-time favorite. I recommend this. The other ones are nice and they may work better for you, but out of the 4 of them that I tried, this is my favorite. Now, I know the biggest issue or concern with the Inkey list or brands like this, companies like this, is that it has a really low price point, but it's still vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free, clean. The packaging is all recyclable. All of the packaging is black and white, which keeps it sleek and simple, but it also helps with the recyclability of this packaging. It's all fairly simple, but I really like the packaging. On top of that, it says the Inkey list at the top. So I just wanted to highlight the bottles. So it says the Inkey list at the top. It'll also say what it is. So it's the Fulvic Acid Brightening Cleanser. It says what it does at the bottom, which is it helps brighten skin and gently remove makeup, so you know exactly what it is that it does. So you know exactly what it is that it does. And then on the back, it says how to use it and when to use it. All of the instructions are on the packaging. So it says use AM and PM, gently massage a small amount onto dampened face, eyes, and neck. Rinse thoroughly with water. Follow with preferred serums and moisturizer. For external use, keep out of reach of children. Tube and cap are recyclable. And then at the top there, it tells you what step in the routine this is. So this is cleanse. And then there's hydrate, treat, moisturize, and SPF. I think that's genius. Especially if a product line has a lot of products, or say there's like multiple serums and they don't give the serum the generic name, you kind of need to know what it is. Like, for instance, The Ordinary Cosmetics has a lot of serums that do a lot of different things, but they're labeled as the acids that are involved, and you have to go onto the website to figure out what it is that the acid does if you have multiple of them and you forget. But this keeps everything straight, so you just look at, okay, this one is for brightening, pick up the salicylic acid, this one is for acne, pick up the oat cleanser, and that is for removing makeup. Like, you just, you know, or you pick up the Sacinic acid, you know that is a treatment, not a moisturizer, for instance. So I just think that is wonderful. All of the information is on the bottle, so you don't have to go searching for that information. You know exactly what to do with it, what it does, what stage of it is involved in, and then everything is recyclable. So yeah, I have been looking at other things in the Inkey list to try, but right now there isn't anything that I'm all that interested in. I'm happy with my Fulvic Acid Brightening Cleanser, and if there is anything else that comes up, I will be happy to do a review on it. But as of right now, this is all I've got. If there's anything from the Inkey list that you are looking to try, please drop it in the comments and I might give it a shot. Or if you have any thoughts or opinions about your experience with the Inkey list, also drop it in the comments. But if you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.